TVS, America's #1 independent television network, presents the following sports exclusive. TVS presents NASL Championship Soccer. NASL Championship Soccer is being sponsored by the people who bring you the light, refreshing taste of Coca-Cola. Coke adds life to the games you're playing and the life you're living. And by Toyota, makers of quality-built cars and trucks, hopes you will enjoy today's soccer game. You asked for it, you got it. Toyota. And by the Miller Brewing Company, brewers of Miller High Life. If you've got the time, we've got the beer.
Hello, everyone. John Miller today from Spartan Stadium in San Jose, California. And today, TVS brings you an all-California soccer rivalry. The Los Angeles Aztecs and the San Jose Earthquakes. As you can see, we've got a big crowd today. A lot of bad blood between these two ball clubs. Paul Gardner is with us today, and we'll bring Paul in when we continue after this.
You got the time, we've got the beer. Miller beer. If you got the time, we've got the beer. Miller beer.
While we were away, the San Jose Earthquakes have scored a goal, and here's where it's set up as Peter Ressel beats his man blind. He moves into the penalty box, drops it back to Lukic, and boom, goal for San Jose. So the Earthquakes lead 1-0, Paul. Another look at that goal.
You can see Ressel getting round his man, being allowed to dribble the ball almost unimpeded in the air. Rigby's no chance with that at all, trying to cut it out. Lukic makes no mistake at all.
Earthquakes with a counter-attack. Here comes Span. He runs over the ball, and Gary Jones takes it right back. Quick pass ahead for Andy Rowland. He starts it back into the attacking zone. Here's Cook. He's onside. Here's a drive and a shot. Rebound. A score! Dewsnip scores for Los Angeles to tie it up. The Quakes thought there should be an offside there, but the linesman said no, and a goal is scored by Dewsnip.
The Quakes all had their hands in the air appealing for offside there, but the linesman flag did not go up.
So George Dewsnip scores the goal, his 4th goal of the season. And here's a look at it.
It's a long, hard shot which Hewitt could not save. He could only push it out, and Dewsnip was right on the spot.
Hello, John Miller back at San Jose's Spartan Stadium. We're at halftime. It's the Earthquakes 1, the Aztecs 1. A lot of activity in the NASL last night and today. Let's take a look at the ball games. Last night, Seattle beat Oakland on a goal from Tommy Ord. Vancouver got a big victory on the road at Dallas, and Detroit a big victory on the road at Minnesota. A tough place to win. Tampa Bay won big at Tulsa, and Washington winning at home against Philadelphia. A big one today. New England at home with 5 goals from Mike Flanagan. A 5-2 winner over the California Surf. The rest of the schedule: Colorado at Chicago, Fort Lauderdale at Houston, Memphis at Toronto, and the next couple of days, if you're in Oakland or Philadelphia, why not give a look at NASL soccer? In the National Conference East, the Cosmos all the way. Washington with a good chase, trying to stave off against Rochester and Toronto. In the Central, a wild, woolly Central Division. Minnesota, Dallas, and Tulsa all looking at that top spot. In the West, Portland and Vancouver in a heck of a race there for the top spot. Seattle trying to make it as a wild card team in the National Conference. New England now in a tough fight with Tampa Bay, and Fort Lauderdale is right behind in that wild Eastern Division. In the Central, it's all Detroit right now, as Trevor Francis and company are looking good. Meanwhile, in the Western Division of the American Conference, San Diego with a comfortable lead, and California and Oakland fighting for that second spot and a sure spot in the playoffs. At halftime, our score, Los Angeles 1, San Jose 1, and we'll be back with more NASL soccer after these words.
The second half of NASL Championship Soccer is being sponsored by the Miller Brewing Company, brewers of light beer. Everything you've always wanted in a beer and less. And by Toyota, makers of quality-built cars and trucks, hopes you're enjoying today's soccer game. You asked for it, you got it. Toyota. And by the people who bring you the light, refreshing taste of Coca-Cola. Coke adds life to the games you're playing and the life you're living.
Well, now here's Rowland. Moving in. Here's the cross. Far post. Here's the header. Tipped over the bar by Mike Hewitt. Austin Hayes, number 7, with that header from the far post.
Beautiful header it was, too. This is Rowland loose on the right. This is a lovely cross just over the defender's head. A diving header from Hayes and a beautiful save by Hewitt. Right-handed. Just tipped it over the bar.
Corner kick for the Aztecs, and it's cleared away. Sybil in the middle for Cook. He's got a lot of room there. Starts it in. He's 30 yards out. Dumps it in the corner. Leonard is open. Leonard looking for the cross. He has Dusnip in front. He's got Hayes in the far post. Goes out on top. Cleared out. Picked up by Sybil. He looks for an opening. Now he dumps it to Hayes. He fires a shot. He scores!
It's a lovely goal by Hayes. Right-footed shot. Beautifully placed.
And a nice combination there of passes by the Aztecs to get it to him.
Sybil's final pass, and that's a shot with the inside of the right foot, which must curl past Hewitt just inside the far post there. Position about 8 yards out near the far post.
He's the backliner today, but he leads this team in scoring for the season. Here's Austin Hayes. He'll go outside with it. Now inside to Ibarra. Lets it go. Shot and a goal! Austin Hayes again!
Beautiful goal by Hayes and a wonderful move by Ibarra, who ran for that ball, took a defender with him, and then let it go past him. Deliberately let it go past.
Leonard still has the ball. Goes out on top. Here's Les Chapman. He's around a man, working with Davidovich. Back to Chapman.
He's
I think he's going to have to penalty kick.
Finally.
Now they've called the penalty kick. Here's a look at the foul.
A trip by McGrain. You see him go across. Well, now the balls have gone way past him. His leg is out there. So obviously that was Kemp, was it? He's going to have to go down.
Peter Russell
a penalty kick.
Will attempt the penalty kick 12 yards from the net. The goalkeeper cannot move his feet until it has been kicked. Here it comes, the shot. He scored! So with 7.5 minutes left, it's 3-2. Not looking, and he fired it away. Over anxious there, Parviz. Here comes Sundholz, the playmaker. He's into the box, he's alone. Puts it in, he scores! Oh my goodness, Wolfgang Sundholz allowed to run free in the penalty area, and he pushes it back, Hewitt, and a beautiful goal from a very bad angle.
Well, there he is, he's already free in the area here, and of course this is one of the dangers. There's not much Hewitt can do about that. That's one of the dangers when San Jose are attacking like mad to get that goal. They do leave gaps at the back, and with players of the caliber of Sundholz, that's likely to be fatal, and did in fact prove fatal right there.
Sundholz gets one is almost over. McGinley getting ready to blow the whistle down in the field as Los Angeles has wrapped up a victory. There goes the whistle, and it's all over. And the Los Angeles Aztecs have snapped their 5-game losing streak, winning 4-2 here today, and San Jose has dropped its 10th consecutive game. Lukic with a goal for the Earthquakes, along with Ressel on a penalty kick. Dusnip scored for Los Angeles. Hayes scored twice, and Sundholz scored the 4th goal of the game for them. John Miller, along with Paul Gardner, reminding you now, our next telecast, our final regular season telecast, 2 weeks from today, on July 23rd from the Kingdom in Seattle. We'll see the hard-charging Seattle Sounders, who just were beaten in Soccer Bowl 77 by the Cosmos, and we'll get another look at those Cosmos. And, Paul, that ball club knows how to score goals, the Cosmos. Canaglia and company, they're really racking them up at a record pace this year.
I'm going to point out at the beginning of the game here that Canaglia himself actually had more points than the San Jose team.
Well, a sunshiny afternoon here with 14,500, and the Earthquakes are unable, playing a man short for 64 minutes, to overcome the Los Angeles Aztecs. So the Aztecs will go home happy. Now, John Miller for Paul Gardner, thanking you for joining us today. And our final score again, Los Angeles 4, San Jose 2. We'll see you in 2 weeks in the Northwest.
This is the TVS Television Network.